Hey kids, I heard you like Greentext. Here's a bunch of them. Anyways, meet girl online. We talk a lot, decide to meet up in real life. We meet up, have a lot of fun. It's time to go home. She tells me she really enjoyed spending time with me. I tell her that I also had fun. We talk a bit more. She implies that she wants to date me, leans in to kiss me. My mind is racing. If we date, we will eventually have sex, which means that she'll see my penis, which is small. It's gonna be fine, dude. She also will realize my complete lack of experience with this matter. Oh God, I don't even know how to kiss. Stop her from kissing me. She's inches from my face, looking into my eyes. What's wrong, Anon? She says. I reply, we can't be together. She takes a step back. She asks, what did I do? It's not that, you didn't do anything. Well, what is it? She looks very hurt, almost like she might start crying. Oh, fuck. I didn't want to make her sad. I care about her, but I don't want to tell her that we can't date because I'm too insecure about my dong. I try to think of something to say. She's still looking at me, absolutely miserable. I need to say something, anything. I can't be with you because... Oh God, come on, I need something. Because I'm actually a ghost. Yeah, you're living in the sixth sense. Whoa! I cannot believe I just said that. She looks at me, a mixture of disbelief and sadness on her face. She mutters, okay. She walks away, never talks to me again. Dude, this was like a gift from the heavens and you walked away from it. Why are you insecure about it, Anon? Is it like a real legit micro peepee or just like smaller than average size? Either way, I'm sure she could learn to appreciate it. If you really want to have a relationship, then this is what it is, okay? This is what I got to work with. Take it or leave it. She was trying to take it, but Anon, he just couldn't pull the trigger. You got your cock in her, but you don't have the balls to fuck. And I think that's sad. They say it's like the motion of the ocean or something like that. She might be equally inexperienced and not even know that it's teeny tiny. Oh, you played yourself, Anon. That's sad.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
At least it's not the saddest story in the video, though. So, come home from work. Dad's sitting on the laptop. He looks weird. Was holding his breath. Greet him and sit down. He suddenly releases a gargantuan amount of smoke into the air. Literally the most smoke I have ever seen. Oh, hi, son. He starts laughing, and I look at his laptop. There's a Google search up for horny Doritos. WTF, Dad? Run upstairs and hide in my room. Fast forward 2 hours. Knock on my door and Dad is there with 2 tickets to Bangkok. Boys only trip, no moms allowed. How do I tell my dad that I don't want to go with him without hurting his feelings? Your dad does seem like a pretty weird guy. What is the smoking thing? Just getting high, looking up horny Doritos, buying tickets to Bangkok? He's an interesting guy. I'd like to hear more about your dad. Unfortunately, OP never delivers. This is 4chan. That's all we get. Moving on. Go to gym. Is this from Fit? First time ever working out. Exhausted from doing bicep curls for an hour. Decide to go for a run to lose weight. Was fat. Played sports all my life, but never actually ran. Don't know how to use the fancy new treadmill with all its buttons. Stand there for like 2 minutes, just staring at the treadmill, pretending to stretch. Hot babe in booty shorts gets on treadmill next to me. Ask her how to turn the treadmill on, like a fucking Neanderthal. She turns it on for me. We start our run at the exact same time. Realize that I can't finish before her, or else I'll look like a total wuss. I have never run for longer than 2 minutes in my whole life. Hockey, soccer, rugby, baseball are mostly just short sprints. She decides to run for 45 minutes. Yeah, chicks do love that cardio, right? But this is a good way to start, OP. Every run after this is gonna feel like a vacation, if you live through it. Around 20 minutes is when my brain shut off. Out of body experience, pretty much blacked out, and came to around 44 minutes when she started decreasing her speed. She hits the cooldown button. I slam my fist on the off button. Don't even take a cooldown. Don't even go to the changing room. Walk straight home. Bro, you walked home after that? I'm impressed, dude. It's always leg day. I sleep for 16 hours straight. At least I didn't look like a wuss. Now I run 5 kilometers a day, but I will never forget that oh shit moment. She probably wouldn't have judged you. I think that people get too in their own heads and think that everybody's watching them when really, she's just carrying on with her day. She could give a fuck less how much time you're doing on the treadmill. But okay, whatever, keeps your ego intact, I guess. All in all, it hadn't been a good day. Bad traffic, a malfunctioning computer, incompetent coworkers, and a sore back all made me a seething cauldron of rage. But more importantly for this story, it had been over 48 hours since I had last taken a dump. Yeah, it always circles back around, doesn't it? I had tried to jumpstart the dumping process, beginning my day with a bowl of bowel cleansing fiber cereal, following it with 6 cups of coffee at work, and adding a bean-laden lunch at Taco Bell. Oh my God, you don't know what you're doing. Once Krakatoa blows, dude, it's over. You're gonna wreck the whole office. As I was returning home from work, my insides let me know with subtle rumbles and the emission of the occasional tiny fart that big things would be happening soon. Bro, prepare yourself. That's all I can say. Alas, I had to stop at the mall to pick up an order for my fiance. No, don't do that. I completed this task, and as I was walking past the stores on my way back to the car, I noticed a large sale sign proclaiming everything must go. This was prophetic. For at this point, my colon informed me with a sudden violent cramp and a wet squeaky fart that everything was indeed about to go. I hurried to the mall bathrooms. I surveyed the 5 stalls, which I have numbered 0 through 4. I write a lot of software for your convenience. 0 occupied, 1 clean, but bathroom protocol forbids its use as it's next to the occupied one. 2, poo on seat. 3, poo and toilet paper in bowl, unidentifiable liquid splattered on seat. 4, no toilet paper, no stall door, unidentifiable sticky object near the base of the toilet. Dude, screw bathroom protocol at this point. This is an emergency. And OP has the same line of logic. He says clearly it had to be stall number 1, so I trudged back, entered, dropped trow, and sat down. I'm normally a fairly shameful shitter. I wasn't happy about being next to the occupied stall, but you know, big things were afoot. I was just getting ready to bear down when all of a sudden the sweet sounds of Beethoven came from next door, followed by a fumbling and then the sound of a voice answering the ringing phone. As usual for a cell phone conversation, the voice was exactly 8 decibels louder than it needed to be. Out of shameful habit, my sphincter slammed shut. I don't know, man. The cell phone would make me poop extra loud because I think it's hilarious. But good for you and your shame, OP. I haven't had shame for a long time now. I forget what that's like. The inane conversation went on, and Mr. Shitter was blathering to the missus about the shit day that he had had, and I sat there cramping and miserable, just waiting for him to finish. As the loud conversation dragged on, I became angrier and angrier, thinking that I too had had a crappy day, but I was too polite to yak about it in public. My bowels let me know in no uncertain terms that if I didn't get to crapping soon, my day would become even crappier. Finally, my anger reached a point that overcame my shamefulness. I no longer cared. There you go. Let it all go. Caring's overrated. I gripped the toilet paper holder with one hand, braced my other hand against the side of the stall, and pushed with all my might. I was rewarded with a fart of colossal magnitude. There you go. You're gonna assert your dominance. They're gonna hang up the phone right now. A cross between the sound of someone ripping a very wet bedsheet in half and of plywood being torn off of a wall. That's so descriptive. Not in a disgusting way either. The sound gradually transitioned into a heavy modulated low RPM tone, not unlike someone firing up a Harley. I managed to hit the resonance frequency of the stall, and it shook gently. The whole thing's gonna collapse, dude. You can't hold that brown note for too long. Once my ass cheeks stopped flapping in the breeze, three things became apparent. One, the next door conversation had ceased. Two, my colon's continued seizing indicated that there was more to come. And three, the bathroom was now beset by a horrible, eldritch stench. I love this, dude. It's horrible, disgusting, uncomfortable, but it's right in my comfort zone, weirdly enough. It was as if a gateway to hell had been opened. The foul miasma quickly made its way under the stall and began choking my poop mate. This initial herald fart had ended his conversation in mid-sentence. "Oh my God," I heard him utter, followed by the suppressed sounds of choking, and then, "No, baby, that wasn't me." You could hear that? Now there was no stopping me. I pushed for all I was worth. That's right. All you could do is lean into it, you know? This guy's gonna learn his lesson one way or the other. Poop mate or not, you gotta assert that dominance. I could swear that in the resulting cacophony of rips, squirts, splashes, poots, and blasts, I was actually lifted slightly off of the pot. The amount of stuff inside me was incredible. I told you, once it happens, it's really gonna happen. It sprayed against the bowl with tremendous force. Later, in surveying the damage, I would see that liquid poop had actually managed to ricochet out of the bowl and run down the side onto the floor. Jesus. I knew it was bad. I didn't know it could be that bad. But for now, all I could do was hang on for the ride. I don't think a courtesy flush is gonna fix this one, dude. Next door, I could hear him fumbling with the paper dispenser as he desperately tried to finish his task. Little snatches of conversation made themselves heard over my anal symphony. Gotta go. Horrible. Throw up in my mouth. Not make it. Tell the kids, love them. Oh God. Followed by the sounds of more suppressed gagging and retching. Dude, did you kill him? I know methane can be deadly in high enough quantities, but I guess OP's strong enough to survive his own brand? Alas, it is evidently difficult to hold one's phone and wipe one's bum at the same time. Just as my high-pressure abuse of the toilet was winding down, I heard a plop and splash from next door, followed by a string of swear words and gags. My poop mate had dropped his phone into the toilet. Just leave it, bro. There was a lull in my production, and the restroom became deathly quiet. I could envision him standing there, wondering what to do. A final anal announcement came trumpeting from my behind, small chunks plopping noisily into the water. That must have been the last straw. I heard a flush, a fumbling with the lock, and then the stall door was thrown open. I heard him running out of the bathroom, slamming the door behind him. "You didn't even wash your hands, you maniac!" After a considerable amount of paperwork, I got up and surveyed the damage. I felt bad for the janitor who would be forced to deal with this, but I knew that flushing was not an option. No toilet in the world could handle that unholy mess. Flushing would only lead to a floor flooded with this filth. God. I guess that's pragmatic of you. As I left, I glanced into the next door stall. Nothing remained in the bowl. Had he flushed his phone? Or had he plucked it out and left the bathroom with his nasty, unwashed hands? Well, the world will never know. He definitely didn't leave it. Nobody leaves their phone in a toilet. Even if it's broken beyond repair, you still gotta get it. That's just how it works. And so, our OP exits the bathroom, momentarily proud and shameless, looking around for a face glaring at me, but I saw no one. I suspect that somehow, my supernatural elimination has managed to transfer my shamefulness to my anonymous poop mate. I think it'll be a long time before he can bring himself to poop in public, and I doubt that he'll ever answer his cell phone in the loo. And this, my friends, is why you should never talk on your phone in the bathroom. Bro, you just missed the whole moral of the story. This, my friends, is why you should not eat Taco Bell and bran flakes and a bunch of coffee. You created this eldritch horror, although I guess karma was enacted on your behalf. But I don't know, man, you really should make the punishment fit the crime. I don't think talking on a phone in the bathroom is equivalent. He must have done some terrible stuff outside of that bathroom. That's what I have to go with. He's just a terrible human being. That's why it happened to him. OP, also a terrible human being, just in a slightly different way. You might need a minute to recover from that one, but if you do, just pause the video because we're continuing on. Usually buy my weekly groceries at the same store. There's this maybe 7 to 8 out of 10, not perfect, but cute cashier. She's always smiling at me and making small talk and shit. Yeah, she's totally into you and not just doing a job. High five, OP. Finally realized that she's not just being nice. She is, though. She's Byron hard. Gather all my courage and go to the store again. Buy my usual stuff and pick her line. She offers me the receipt. How about you write your number on it? She blushes bright red and writes down a number. I smile and say I'll call her. I'm so euphoric that I'm not thinking right. I don't usually hold on to receipts. I glance at the receipt, crumple it, and toss it into the trash bin by the door in full view of her. Panic and just walk out. Devilish.
Delightfully devilish, Seymour.
She didn't actually write her phone number. She just wrote 4. Oh, you want some numbers? I got some numbers. 4, 8, 3. Did you need more? Please never come back here again. In grade 2, draw dongs in all the Where's Waldo books in the library. I have no idea why. Maybe just for the thrill of knowing that I'm doing something bad. Yeah, that's kids. Whenever I do so, the school buys a new copy. They know it's the same person because I only target Waldo. After 7 or 8 destroyed Waldo Dick books, they begin putting them in special supervised sections of the library on a bench. No one was allowed to carry them off, and that old librarian bitch kept her eyes on them 24/7. The precious Waldo books. My Waldo book hoard. Mom and Dad are out of town for an evening, so I hatch my master plan. After class is over, I go to the back of the library and hide in a cabinet playing on my Game Boy Color until the school closes. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish, Anon, but the Game Boy Color doesn't have a backlight, so you can't play it inside of a cabinet. Got him! Fast forward 4 hours. It's the evening. I'm walking around the library, not a soul in sight. Walk over to the Where's Waldo podium, where a stack of 10 books is sitting, untouched and ready to be defiled. Spend the next 3 hours drawing dicks all over them. Put them back in place. Unlock the doors to walk out of the school and go home on the biggest high ever. How did you unlock the doors? Like found the janitor? I don't know if I'm buying this one. You don't gotta lie to kick it, Anon. Have I ever told you that before? I felt like a secret agent, rebel/gangster/rebel. The next day, an assembly is held, and the principal talks to everyone about vandalism and the books. The school ended up spending a ton of money and installed 20 cameras around the school to catch anyone breaking in. I had already won. The damage had already been done. Yes, the smallest possible victory. We take those, apparently. Who superpowers here? Sitting on floor in my fuzzy footy jammies playing Vidya, comfy as fuck.jpg, all of a sudden, rumbling in the tummy. Mommy, make me some tendies. Oh, dude, we should do like a whole tendies Greentext video. I'll have ChatGPT write it. Anon's mommy says, Anon, you already had tendies for lunch. You need to eat some veggies. Drag ass across carpet like my doggy Ace. Rub feet on carpet. Touch mummy crack. Let out a massive shock. Stop, Anon! That hurts! What is even happening right now? Make me tendies, or I give you a shocker! My face, when I harness the power of electricity to get my way. Wow, that's big brain time, isn't it? And that is why Anon always wears fuzzy footy pajamas. Mystery solved! And I bet next time, Mummy's gonna make them tendies without needing to be asked twice. Won't you, Mummy? Yes, Anon. This is getting really weird. I love tendies Greentext, dude. Be at a party. 9 out of 10 checking me out. Okay, yeah. Then everybody clapped. Dance with her. Stare in her eyes. She's got moon earrings. Oh shit, I just remembered. I run out of the party, drive home, spend the whole night checking out lunar eclipse. No regrets. You're a weird guy. You're a weird guy and you make weird decisions, but I admire you for sticking to your guns. I guess. Tech support, horror thread. Tech support, horror thread. Share your stories. Be me! Work at mid-sized software company, IT support. Some new guy gets a job as a programmer. Claims that he has worked on very big projects before, but he can't name them. Sus. Fast forward 2 weeks, calls me and claims his computer's crashing every few minutes. Walk up to his desk and watch him work until it crashes again. Have Linux on a stick with me at all times. Boot it up. Ask him if he's been visiting any kind of not so legit websites. No, man. I'm clean. Get sweaty and nervous once I browse through the personal files. Downloads folder has multiple zips with cryptic names inside of them. I don't know, man. They were always there. One of them is 163 gigabytes big. Opening it takes almost 10 minutes. Tons of folders with Russian names. All of them are filled with videos of sheeps being shaved for whatever reason.
Shear around my fucking ass. Shove that fucking thing up my ass. Dig it up my ass immediately. Shear me up the ass. Do it.
I mean, we can't necessarily fire him for the sheep shaving video, but come up with something, man. Next time he's late, just cut him loose. This dude is too weird to hang around any longer. Last one for the day, all right? Working out in the middle of the night. Finish workout. Shower in the dressing room. Noticed I left my towels at home. Rookie. Oh, for fuck's sake. I noticed a roll of toilet paper left by the cleaners on a bench. Desperate times, I guess. Grab some paper and dab it on my body. Not efficient enough. Just take the entire roll and start wrapping individual body parts in TP. Get carried away. My entire body's wrapped up like a mummy, face included. Hear someone enter the room. Oh God. Some guy walks in and sees me. Time freezes. Longest eye contact I have ever had. Guy spins on his heels and walks out without a word. Can't blame him. If I'd encountered the sun god Bra, I'd flee too. I mean, given that situation, that's probably the best thing that he could have done. There's no fixing this. That guy has to fix himself. I'm not capable of this. I wasn't ready to see a mummy at the gym today. I'll tell you what I was ready to see though, some liking, commenting, and or subscribing. Thank you so much if you do any of those things. Maybe share the video around if you'd like. I got all kinds of social medias down there in the description. Thank you as always to my Patreon and YouTube channel members. You guys just killing it. Join up if you can. If not, that's cool. Just join us again tomorrow. Keep yourself safe out there. Wash your hands. And of course, always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely, definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one. And until then, bye-bye.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.